Hi, and welcome to another edition of Green Elements. I'm Scotland Willis, and it's great to have you here with us on this incredible Wednesday afternoon here in Boston, Massachusetts. The weather is beautiful, the sky is clear, we've got 55 degrees, which we consider a warming trend here in Boston. And it's really good to have you with us. So today we're going to talk about some things that are very important to your health. And there's a notion out there. I was having a conversation with my family and some friends the other day, and we were discussing how people in poverty don't necessarily have the opportunity to have access to healthy food. And my debate was that, well, there are two important things to healthy food. One is that you're educated about healthy foods, and two is to know where to get the foods to help keep you healthy. Even if you're getting foods from an open market, even if the foods aren't organic, those kind of foods are much better than processed foods. And every time the more you process foods, essentially, the more nutrients you lose from them. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a smoothie, a fruit and vegetable smoothie that is very healthy. It's good and alkaline, which means it reduces the sugar acids in your body, which is a tremendous problem that we have, especially here in the United States, possibly in other parts of the world too. But I'm focusing on what we can do here at home. So, you don't have to be rich to be healthy, and we're going to show you exactly how to do that today. I'll share some tips with you as to where I went to get my fruit and what we're going to do to make this smoothie for you. Hi again, and welcome to Green Elements. It's great to have you here. As I said just a moment ago, we're going to make a fruit and vegetable smoothie today, some of which I already have prepared, but we're going to start from scratch so that you can see exactly what you can do and how you can do it. And my argument again is that being healthy doesn't mean you have to be rich. It's really important that we think about all segments of our population and how to keep America healthy. There are easy ways to do that, and one is get out and exercise. Yesterday I had a great bike ride. I rode 30 miles and felt fantastic, and in part I credit to this very juice that I made. And again, no secrets behind it. It's just making a commitment to eating healthy. The other point that I'd like to make too is that when we think about healthy foods versus processed or packaged foods, our taste buds and palates kind of, I guess, get used to eating processed food and packaged foods, and so we forget how good healthy food can taste. Alright, so what do we have here? First, we have some bananas. Bananas are great. Where I purchased these bananas, they were 3 pounds for $1, so that's a great value. You can afford that. Health should be a priority, especially for our kids during the younger years. They're growing, they need nutrition for their body, they need nutrition for their muscles, their bones. All of these things are very important to child development, as well as neurological development. Here we have some fresh strawberries. The strawberries that I purchased at Haymarket, they were, I believe they were $1.50 a package, and they came in this size container here. So again, this is a 1 pound container of strawberries for $1.50. Essentially it was 2 packages for $3. And if you go late in the day, you can actually get a really, really good value on the strawberries. So that was great too. What else do I have that we're going to put in? We have some beets, and I'm going to peel these beets for you, and we're going to put these beets in here, which gives it this great red color. Really flavorful. The other thing about beets too is that they're naturally sweet. So that you can really enjoy about beets. They're naturally sweet, and they give that sugary taste that you like. You get the good flavor from your bananas. The strawberries are nice. Even if the strawberries aren't in season, you'll still enjoy the strawberries in there as well. So we do have our beets, and I'll tell you, up until a couple of years ago, I wasn't too thrilled about eating beets. But I tasted them in a salad once, and I developed a whole new appreciation for beets. So we also have some cantaloupe, and the cantaloupe was $1.25, so that's a great value there. And altogether you have some really good healthy mixture, healthy beverage for yourself, for your family, and you don't have to drink it all at once. You can acquire a taste for it. I actually have a friend who recently had some of my tasty fruit smoothie beverage, and she wasn't too pleased with it at first, but then she decided she was going to acquire a taste for it, so that's good stuff. The other thing that I like to put in it too is soy milk. And soy milk adds a nice flavor and texture to it, especially if you need a little additional liquidity. Now you can also use ice and a little bit of water, but you don't want to add too much water because then it gets actually watery. And so you want to avoid that to some degree. I have some blueberries, though I didn't put blueberries in my mixture that I have here. I also like to add blueberries at times as well. So here we go again. Blueberries, like I said, I didn't add these in yesterday's, but it's great to pop those in if you like a little blueberry flavor in there. A little bit more tangy, so that's kind of nice. When you finish, what you'll get is a nice balance. It's smooth, it's sweet enough. You'll find it pleasurable when you're drinking this. It's almost like a meal and a beverage in one. So, and then we have some strawberries. And I think I already actually mentioned the strawberries, so we won't mention those again. The cantaloupe gives you a nice smooth flavor, kind of evens things out, and that's what I really enjoy. So, here we go. I'm going to get my cutting board, and we'll get busy. I use a bamboo cutting board because bamboo is actually a fast-growing and in bamboo forests, they're sustainable. So, the cuttings that I use from my fruit, I'll put into my baggie here that I have, and these will go into my compost. So again, I'm getting multiple uses out of everything that I have. And we'll start by cutting the strawberries. I've already washed them, so I'm ready to just kind of put them in. I'll chop off my crowns here and set them to the side until I can get them all done and put them in the baggie. Which I'm really excited about this smoothie. You're gonna like it. I hope you get out to Haymarket and get some fruit. They have Haymarket occurs every Friday and Saturday, and I've been going there since I was a little kid. My mother used to take me there, and used to take the whole family there, not just myself. And so it's kind of a tradition. I used to take my kids there and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's really good stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna get this soy milk open. And then I'm going to start peeling my beets. I like to cut off the root piece, where the leaves grow out of actually, not the roots. Beets grow underground. And all you really see is the leaf, but boy, are these things great when you add them into other stuff. So, I'm going to cut up a few of these. And they have a thick skin. And even if your beets get old, a little bit old, sometimes you can, this is what they're perfect for. You'll still get some use out of them if you actually put them in your smoothie. So that can be really good too. As I said, it's a beautiful day here in Boston. I can't wait to get out. As soon as I finish this, I'm going to go cycling again. I try to cycle as much as I can during the summer, or even whenever the weather warms up. I actually went to look at a new bike yesterday to see if I wanted to get something else, a little more sporty. There are several different types of bikes you can get, and with this weather it's a good time to do that. The other thing you'll want to do too is, since the spring season's here and the weather's warming up, you might want to tune your bike up. It's good to kind of give it an overhaul after so many thousands of miles that you pedal on it. Like anything else, you know, bikes need maintenance, and it's my main mode of transportation. So that's really important for me to take care of that bike. Just cutting up these beets here. Now I'll put about 2 beets in here, and that's really good for me. And you know, you kind of use it by eye. It depends on how much you want to make, how big your family is, which will influence how much fruit or vegetables you put into your smoothie. I'm going to fill up this blender here, so I'm going to have a pretty full blender when I finish. So here I have about half a cantaloupe. I used the other half yesterday, so I know that I'll get just about the amount that I want in terms of a full blender. When I finish with this, I should have about maybe 2 quarts of fruit smoothie, and that's plenty for me for a couple of days, and plenty for me to share. And we all know sharing's my other favorite thing to do. I'm actually going to be working on a documentary real soon, and I'd love to have your participation and your support in it. And if you'd like to learn more about the documentary, you can email me at scotlandwillis@gmail.com. So I have a Gmail account too. So scotlandwillis@gmail.com if you want to email me and learn more about the documentary that I'm doing. It's about peer-to-peer networking, and you can learn lots about it. And I'm looking for people to participate to help carry out the project. It's going to be very exciting. So I'll talk more about that another time though. Today we're going to focus on this smoothie. We be careful with the knife. You know, in the kitchen they always say never cut towards yourself. So let's see what else we have going on here. We've got our beets. I'm going to take these goodies now and put them in the bag. You know, last week I was talking to you about composting, so we did some really good composting last week. We were talking about sowing seeds in the garden, so I sowed some seeds that are already starting to sprout, which maybe I'll share that with you too. I want to share with you also that when I compost, I get about 2 to 3 pounds of compost material, meaning fruits and vegetables, about every 3 days. That also means that's 2 to 3 pounds that's not going in the trash can. And that's another great idea, another great piece of knowledge. I'm going to take this off because it's actually that warm outside. It's beautiful. I meant to take it off earlier, but I forgot to do so because I got so excited about making this smoothie. The other important thing about sustainability and climate change is we've got to make sure that we educate all people about it. You know, we can't just pick and choose who gets to understand about sustainability. And I have a term that I made up called the green gap. And the green gap is similar to the digital divide. And if you remember there was a lot of hoopla 15 years ago, maybe something like that, around the digital divide, meaning poor people who didn't have access to technology. Well, I think we can have the same concern about green technology or sustainability or climate change. That one, this is where the industry is going. Hundreds of billions of dollars are being invested in it. There are major changes in society. Wind farms going up, water projects, solar projects. The biggest, California has the, is it California, Arizona? I think California has one of the biggest solar farms now. Let's see, what we got here? We got our blueberries. We're gonna start to put this stuff in the blender now. Drop these in here. I washed my hands before I started, but they get a little sticky, so I'm gonna wash them off again. I'm going to put in a little bit of soy milk just to get that liquid going. And it doesn't take away from the flavor. So give me just a second. I'm going to wash some of these bananas off my hands. I think I need to cut up a few more strawberries too. That I washed off earlier. So we're going to do that. I'm going to drop this cantaloupe in there though. Yum. The cantaloupe smells delicious. Mmm, and it tastes even better than it smells. That's great. Here are my beets. I'm going to chop these up. You want to make sure that you cut up your fruits and vegetables so that they mix, because you'll have a harder time blending them if you don't. So it's always good to cut these goodies up. And here we go. We're going to put some more strawberries in here. Almost done. That's the other thing about this too, is this is a quick dish. This isn't something you have to spend all day to prepare. And there are lots of great summer dishes that don't take a lot of time and energy to prepare. So even if you're a busy mom or dad on the go, I was a single dad, so I know and understand the commitments that we have as parents to get our family up and going. We have, you know, school meetings and teacher visits and school functions and all that kind of stuff. So there's always something to do. But again, summertime should also enable you to get things done quick and on the easy in some cases. And fruits, because fruits are already prepared and ready to go, essentially you don't have to do a whole lot of stuff. Alright, I poured in my soy milk. I've got my juice ready to go. The only thing I'm going to put in, and this is an optional piece, I'm going to add a little ginger because I like the flavor that ginger adds to it. And ginger blends up in there nicely. You don't have to put in a whole lot, but again, I like what it does. I'm just going to put a little piece in there to give me that extra special je ne sais quoi. So, we'll put that in there, and a little bit more because I love ginger. Probably like ginger almost as much as I like garlic. And then we're going to turn it on. And there we go. You really blend it for just a minute or two. I like to give it a little taste just to make sure it's where I want it. The flavor is what I want to get. I'm going to grab a glass out of here and we're going to see how we did. Now again, I might put a little bit of ice in here just to get that extra flavor, to get it extra cool. If it's a little hot, it's nice to have a little cool. And if a little bit of ice melts, it won't necessarily water it down. So, that's really good. So, I didn't put my blueberries in. Since I didn't do that yesterday, I'm going to do that today. I love using my blueberries for my pancakes. I make whole wheat blueberry pancakes. Yum, they are delish. Throw a couple of blueberries in there. Go on the blender for another second. And there you go. There's your fruit smoothie blended inexpensively, enough to last you a couple of days or better. And you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And so let's just recap real quick what we put in here and how much it cost us. I had bananas, beets, I had strawberries, I had cantaloupe, which I put in my compost. I had a little bit of soy milk, and what's it? That's it. So quick, easy, this takes less than 10 minutes to do, and everybody can enjoy it. Add a little ice in the summer when it's hot to cool it off. It's a great smoothie. It's an acquired taste to some degree, but let your taste buds open up. Really enjoy what you've been missing, which is the fruits and vegetables that are really part of our natural environment. They're part of our natural intake. We need to get back to eating more of them, balance out our sugars and alkalis. We need less sugary acids in our body. And drinks like this and alkaline type foods will help reduce the sugar. It's important that we do that. So if you're interested in learning and understanding more about alkalis, sugars, and acids, I can send you an email. You can look at my blog on Green Elements on TypePad, and you'll find it there as well. So look forward to seeing you again sometime soon. Thanks for visiting with us on another edition of Green Elements. Take care.